Hey guys, what is up? It is Alex here, and we are back on F1 2012 for another bit of online racing. And you can see here I'm in Sebastian Vettel's Red Bull at Catalonia in Spain, starting 8th place on the grid with a couple of subscribers, as you can see there, with MX Chris and a couple other people in the race as well. Good racing with subscribers, as always, good clean racing. And you can see here, I don't get a very good start off the line. MX Chris getting a great start off the line, probably using quite a lot of curves. I'm using a bit of my curves, but still dropped down to 9th position on the grid. Then this Toro Rosso swipes across in front of me, braking a little bit early, make sure I don't get any more contact. Then I try and go around the outside here. This car's going everywhere. Oh, and I get hit into the gravel. How unlucky is that? But if I look behind me, look at how many cars are spinning around. And I went into that corner 9th and I come out 4th. And considering I got hit off into the gravel, I didn't think that was that bad. And now it's just a sort of a consistent race till the end. I've got to keep the pace up and make sure I don't crash, because there is a chance, a slim chance, that I can catch up to these three guys in front and maybe grab the win or a podium, which would be nice. So as you can see, the gravel on my tyres from the turn 1 accident are still on there, still making so the traction on the tyres isn't so good. But then, whoa, two cars sliding all over the track. You could hear the tyres squealing as I tried to escape the sort of carnage that would have ensued. Oh, I didn't avoid the accident, and very lucky that I didn't hit into them, because that would have been race over for me and I wouldn't have had the chance to nearly catch up with MX Chris here. And we can see here near the end of the lap, MX Chris has gone off. Lotus in the gravel, Red Bull takes the lead. Not too bad from the first corner accident to lead the race by the end of lap 1, but then MX Chris dives it down the inside, gets it a bit wrong, going onto the AstroTurf on the outside, trying to get a good run out this last corner. Bit of curves left, as you can see. F1 AMG Aaron 96 right behind us as well. He's going to be in the slipstream, or has he made a mistake? Seems to have dropped back a bit. Now I seem to have an extra bit of pace on MX Chris going down the main straight. We seem to have the slipstream. Are we going to dive one way? We dive to the left. Get it a bit wrong, dive to the right. This really is going to be late braking opportunity. MX Chris locks up going into turn 1, goes over the little bit of AstroTurf we've got on the left side of the grid, on the outside of turn 1. Getting so excited, and the Red Bull takes the lead after one lap being pushed into the gravel on the first lap, and then going into the lead through that corner into the next lap. Pretty amazing drive on that first lap, I think, from me. A pretty consistent lap after that first little crash, and making sure I didn't make any mistakes, made sure that I kept the sort of consistency on the lap, as I say, and made it so that I could catch up to MX Chris after his little mistake. Now I've got to settle into a pattern and make sure I don't make any more accidents, because on F1 2012 online it is very easy to make a small margin or a small mistake and then throw it away by making a huge crash and destroying others' races as well. But you can see here 1.8 seconds advantage to MX Chris now. We've got a little bit of a gap, which is always good to see, and he must have made a little bit of a mistake, because he wasn't that much slower in the first lap until he had his little mistake off there in that last corner. But as we come through these last couple of corners in the lap, on lap 2, we seem to have a pretty decent margin over MX Chris and F1 AMG, which are fighting. It looks like one of them cut the corner on the last part of the track, so one of them must have got a penalty or something, but still we are leading by 2.6 seconds. We had a little bit of a break there. We've got another 0.8 of a second through the last sector, putting in the fastest lap of the race there as well, I think, which is always good to see. But then someone beats that in fourth position. They get to the fastest lap by another second and a bit. But as we have got a decent leader, we don't think that New York Dominator or Deminator, whatever it's called, I don't think he's going to catch us by the end, but we've set a bit more pace. 2 tenths up on our personal best. MX Chris losing more time, I think 3 or 4 tenths in this first sector alone, and it seems to be a pretty consistent lap now and pretty consistent race. After the turn 1 carnage that ensued, we have kept going and just kept pushing, and that meant we've got this first win on the Catalonia circuit for me online on F1 2012, which is always nice to see. One of my worst tracks on previous games. Seemed to do not too badly in this one. I think I did pretty well and kept the cars behind me when I needed to, and yeah, that was pretty much a consistent race. Wrapping it up, it's 3.4 seconds, sorry, to MX Chris now, losing a couple more tenths. Oh, actually, sorry, it's not MX Chris, it's F1 Aaron. MX Chris seems to have made a mistake and gone off. But here we go, coming through the last couple of corners of the lap on a 3-lap race round the Catalonia circuit in Spain. But yeah guys, that is pretty much it, coming around the final corner to win the race. I think this was my second or third ever win on F1 2012 online, which is always good to see. But guys, if you enjoyed, remember to subscribe, and yeah, just have a wonderful day. It's been Alex, and I'm out of here. Bye.